Hey Nerfers, got a quick review for you today. Wanted to take a look at the, boom, DL-44 Han Solo's blaster. This came out actually a little bit after the first Star Wars line that had the Chewbacca bowcaster and the First Order Stormtrooper. There's this and there's a few other blasters. Hopefully we'll get to review most of them, but let's take a look at this guy really quick. First off, right out of the box, I wanted to say there's some things I really like about it, some things I dislike about it, so let's get into it. It's an internal clip system or an internal mag. Basically, think of it like the Magnus, where you throw the darts in here. It holds 4, comes with blue darts as opposed to the green ones I think came with Chewies. They look nice. They match the blaster. It's really nice, guys, for the just like holding it in your hand. It feels pretty good. Performance-wise, unfortunately, I gotta say it is not so great. It is getting definitely sub-elite, even though on the box I think it says fires up to 65 feet, like most of the elite line. It's kind of the same thing that we said with the Stormtrooper blaster, where it is just underperforming consistently out of the box. Now, I've heard you can swap springs in it fairly easily and get it up to probably decent ranges. I guess the real question is it worth it? Well, at $20, I guess it depends on what you want it for. If you are a Star Wars fan, I think is a great purchase. If you want it for cosplay, you could definitely do a lot worse. It's not 100%. Obviously, you're going to probably have to give it a paint job. Hardcore fans are going to be like, hey, that scope should be off to the side. And it does have a Nerf tack rail down here, which is obviously makes it sort of not screen accurate. Personally, normally I like more tack rails, but in this instance, I don't know why they did this. Here you can see it there, the tack rail on the bottom. You're not going to put anything there. Maybe a laser side. I don't know. Like, what am I going to have? I'm not going to put like a grip down here, like a vertical grip or something. So, not a fan of that. But it actually feels great in the hand. And if you really wanted to minimize it, and you're only looking for a secondary that I guess only had a few shots, I mean, I don't know why you would choose this over any other secondary. It does look like it would be fairly easy to holster if you didn't have maybe the scope. You could probably even chop this little faux flash hider off, and it's a fairly compact small blaster. It is really thin, and like I said, it does feel really good in the hand. So, you know, if you want to practice shooting first under a table, I'm sure this guy is great. But almost dropped it there. It's not. There we go. Not the size of a hammer shot, obviously. But yeah, it feels surprisingly good having it in the back position and like slamming it forward. Like you feel like, oh, I just cocked a gun and I'm gonna go for it. Like it's fun, guys. It's a fun little blaster. Is it worth it if you're gonna take it to the field? Unless you just want to do something crazy, wacky, and have fun with it, or you have a costume game, I don't see this why you would ever choose this over either a hammer shot or a strong arm or something like that. There's no slam fire. You've only got 4 shots. You can't one-hand prime. So basically, any of the reasons you might want a different sidearm, there's no reason to have this other than the fact that it's really freaking cool. It is an awesome blaster as far as just, you know, if you're a fan of Star Wars and you like it, dude, totally go for it. It's $20. I mean, really, it's not like the First Order Stormtrooper blaster. That is like 35, 40, it might be like 39, I don't remember off the top of my head, and it's tiny in comparison. This is actually decent size. You know, I don't have a 1-to-1 scale replica to say this is, you know, but it's fairly close. It definitely feels good in my hands. You can tell there's some space there. If my hands were larger and, you know, normal adult hand size, it would probably still fit fairly well. So no problems there. Like I said, if you're into it for like the prop aspect or as a collector, you could definitely do a lot worse. If you're looking at this for potentially one of your first blasters, I would not recommend this for one of your first blasters for a game, even your first secondary or something like that. I would get like a more solid loadout if you're looking at playing effectively. But for basically any other reason that you want to get it, there's not a huge reason not to if you like it. So there you go. That's just a quick overview. Maybe we might try modding this, putting stuff in it. We don't have a lot of time to take stuff apart around here these days. So that's it, guys. Quick look at the Han blaster. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention. Not removable. You'd have to actually chop that. It is all part of one molded, well, not one molded piece. It would split apart in two, but you can't take it off. There's no rail. That's what I'm saying. You can't put this on another blaster. Anyway, that's it, guys. Stay safe, have fun, shoot first, happy tagging.